video is going to be about restoring the small bedroom or guest bedroom we've got in the house. It's very hard to record in here because the room's so small, but I'll give you a quick, we've cleared the room, I'll give you a quick walk around it using the camera and describing what we're planning to do, and then hopefully the end of this video will include all the steps as we do them in making this room ready. We've got family visitors coming in 5 weeks, so we've got ourselves a deadline that we've got to meet. Okay, a video of the empty room. It's got, it's only 7 foot by 8 foot, so it's very small. That's why I'm finding it difficult to record. It's got quite an old door, but we think we quite like this. We might try and keep that. There's an electrical socket there, a light switch. There's one plug in the room that works. One light. It's quite a square shaped room. It's got this ceiling that looks okay, but when you zoom in close, you can see there's bits of woodworm. It's quite bowed when you look at it. So I think the whole ceiling is going to come down. Each of the walls has got damage. The 2 inner walls, I've got slight damage to the plaster work or cement. Those join into the house. I'm going to keep those and restore, just try and repair those. There's a few little cracks in the wall, but this is just an interior wall, not any sort of load bearing. So hopefully we can repair that cement. The 2 outer walls, the front wall with the window, is a very thick stone wall. There's a lot more damage at the bottom, which I'm guessing is water damage or damp over the years. You can see down this wall where water's run down from the ceiling over time and damaged it. This is the other outer wall, the side of the house. Again, there's some water damage on the paint. There's a little crack there in the cement. The biggest damage is on the bottom of the cement. So our plan is to chisel all that cement away on these 2 outer walls and expose some bricks, the original stone, and try and restore it to that look, and then repair the inner wall. The floor is all tiled, same as through the house, and it's got this concrete around it. We're planning to remove all the tiles and put down a new tiled floor. So that's our plan. It's our first piece of major work we're going to do ourselves, and we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so we bought this drill with us from Britain, pretty cheap. Hopefully it's going to be usable for chiselling off the cement and plaster. I'll open it up now and try it out. So the drill comes with a few different drill bits. I've just tried it out on the wall there. I'm going to just do a video of it working. I've set it to chisel mode and going to have a go at starting the wall now. Okay, it certainly seems to make easy work of that. We'll make a start on it and do a video update later of where we are. Okay, making slight progress. You can see that in between the stones is actually mud, and the house is built of stone and mud. So when we get through the cement and the concrete, we get to the cement and mud layer, stone and mud layer, our plan is going to be to highlight the big stones and fill in the rest with mortar. Okay, progress so far. This is after about 2 or 3 hours, taking in turns using the drill. The drill is very heavy and tiring on your arms, but it's making really good progress through here. There's lots of big stones that we're going to put mortar around and make those like a feature wall. I'm going to use lime mortar, as we've watched lots of other YouTubers, and it seems that if you put lime on there, it helps the wall breathe, less likely to get damp problems. We've upgraded our tools. We're now included a little hammer for chiselling and a fan for blowing out dust. But we've realised our paper COVID masks aren't very good for this job. So we're also going to get a proper breathing mask, eye goggles rather than glasses, and some ear defenders rather than bits of paper in our ears. So continue tomorrow. So we've got a mask, breathing, ear defenders, and a built-in hard hat, and even a dust sheet behind my neck to keep the dust out. This will hopefully make the job a little... Okay, so second part of the wall done. Gone up to the ceiling, and just down there you can see this is a bit hard to see in the light, but this is a brick here. So we're gonna plaster around the corner and then fill in around these gaps. I'm gonna leave the window, although I may build a second wall up there, and next stage chip back this part next to the door. Okay, so 2 5-hour days of us chipping and cleaning up has resulted in that amount of rubble, which to be honest doesn't seem very much considering how much work we've done. But that was all on the walls, so that's all off now. And on to the next stage. So the walls are now all hammer chiselled for what we're going to do. Need to go over them now with the hammer and just chip off the little bits of cement that are left on there, and then maybe clean up the big rocks and think about how we're going to fill in with lime mortar. Okay, onto the ceiling. Found this lovely crowbar in the shed. There's one about twice the size of this as well, but just going to start with this one and have a go at taking the ceiling down. Just going to start in that corner. I'm leaving the electrics on at the moment. I shouldn't be anywhere near those wires. Just see if I can get it started. Okay, making good progress with the ripping the ceiling down. Probably got just over a third of it down. When you look, there's a lot of dust and cobwebs underneath here. The wood is pretty rotten and full of woodworms. So for now, I'm going to take down the ceiling, but I think these main beams are going to have to be cut out and replaced before we put the new ceiling up. They're the loft boards from upstairs. A lot of that staining and rot is from when the roof was leaking. This area, I'm going to go up in a ladder soon. You can see through to the new roof. It looks great, but we still want to put a ceiling on this bedroom and insulate it to keep it, warm in the winter and cooler in the summer. So that's the progress so far. Ceiling's all down. I've just unwired the light and rewired it in against the floorboards above for now. But as you can see, going to clear up in here, and the next stage will be to get rid of these cross beams. The old chimney makes a good fire pit with a grill inside. We're burning away the wood from the old ceiling. Okay, start of day 4 of the small room restoration. Added another little tool to the collection here, a little LED spotlight. As you can see, it really shows up the cement on the wall and the holes. So we're getting ready for that stage. But now today is to chop this roof down and pull out these planks and get the room completely cleared so we can finish chipping off the cement that's on the wall. Get it ready for a new ceiling. The floorboards are coming up well. They're basically just breaking. They're almost perished, really. Managed to relocate the light up onto the new roof, temporarily out of the way for now. Obviously, when we put the new ceiling in, I shall bring that wire back down into the new ceiling. Right, continuing, prising off the floorboards. Question of prising them up. They're coming up quite easily. Again, they're quite rotten, so prising up one plank at a time. Okay, ceiling is down. That's it, piled on the floor with thousands of cobwebs and spider parts and bugs. So looking up, there's just these main rotten beams to go now. Quick circle of the room. You can see the roof through it okay. Just a question now of cutting these beams out. So I'm now going to start the removal of the beams. I'm going to get the chisel and just chisel the end of those beams that go into that wall, because they go through to the next bedroom and want to keep those. But as you can see, it's probably very soft wood. The firmest one was that one at the end. So I think if I look at it, there was probably a lot more leakage on the roof at this end of the roof. But I'm hoping by chiseling those out, pull these beams down, they should come out at the end of the wall. That one's certainly loose. That one doesn't go in too far. And these should then pull out of the wall. Okay, the chiselling went a lot easier than I thought. The one that I thought would be the hardest, that one, I was through that in seconds. Clouds of dust, so it was obviously very rotten at the end. So they're all down. Can now see fully up. Again, big tidy up, clear this away, and look at just chiseling off broken cement now and getting prepared for rebuilding the room.